Hey guys, it's Steve and I. Welcome back to day 4 of my Advent Calendar Countdown to Christmas, where I'm uploading a video every day up until Christmas 2016. Today I wanted to do kind of a vlog style video because I've compiled a list of some really funny stories that have happened to me at the library. You would be surprised how many strange things happen inside a library. So sit back and relax for some weird tales and hopefully some funny ones too. Poop phone girl. Okay, so I had been working at the library a couple of weeks at the most. I was still very new. I was at the front desk, and it was one of the first days I was ever on the desk by myself. So one of my very first phone calls I ever got doing it by myself, I picked up the phone. "This is the library, how may I help you?" And the woman on the other side of the phone sounded completely hysterical. And she was talking really fast, so she was trying to explain to me that she had checked out a book. And when she got the book home, she found that there was poop inside the book. And she was yelling, "There's poop inside my book! What do I do?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it. You are not going to be blamed for this. If you bring it back into the library, we will check it in and we will take care of it. You don't need to worry about anything." But she was just hysterical. She was like, "Oh, what am I going to do? There's poop in my book. It scared my daughter and it scared me. And now I don't know what to do." I'm like, it's okay, ma'am, it's okay. And I thought she had started laughing, like, this is such a ridiculous thing. Like, I can't believe this happened. But no, she was crying. She was crying hysterically. Like, why? I was like, oh, no, it's okay, ma'am. You can just bring it back in, and we will take care of it. We will withdraw the book from the system. And I think eventually she did calm down, and she was going to bring the book in and talk to the person at the front desk when she saw them. And I said, "Have a good day," and she said goodbye. My toothpaste sweater. Okay, another story from when I first started working at the library. I was working at the front desk. It was nighttime. We were about to close on a Saturday, so it was dark, but it was only 5 o'clock. And a teenage girl and her friend come walking into the library, and they walk by the front desk. And one of the girl goes, "Oh, I like your sweater." This sweater, to be exact. I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And she's like, "Yeah, it reminds me of toothpaste." And I was like, What? What? Toothpaste, really? Riggs Nullings. So one of my main jobs at the library is to label things. So I'll put the appropriate label on the spine of the book with the appropriate stickers and stamp them in 3 different places with the address, the name stamp, and the date stamp. And then I'll put a clear label over the barcode. And then if the book has a cover that comes off, I'll cover it in plastic and glue it in place. So I pay very close attention to labels while I'm shelving and going around the library in case I need to correct one of them. I don't know if you've ever read the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series. It's really good and I love it. In the story of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, there's a storybook that they read called Tales of the Peculiar. And it's comprised of stories with moral lessons and also just some fun tales, and also some of them have secret clues about where other loops could be hidden. So this new book that came out was supposed to be that storybook from the series. And one of the characters in the series, called Millard Nullings, is supposed to be a historian, and so he keeps track of all these peculiar stories. So when this new book comes out, it's told by Millard. It's told in the perspective of Millard annotating the storybook. So it says Tales of the Peculiar, and then has Ransom Riggs, the author, on the front. But when you open it up, it gives a little introduction about how Millard is the narrator, and then the title page says by Millard Nullings because it's in the role play, it's in the character. So some of the books that come to the library are already pre-labeled, and they pre-labeled this book, Young Adult, Nullings. And I was like, what? That's not a real person. That's an imaginary character. And because it was under Nullings, it was not shelved with the rest of the Miss Peregrine book series, which is under Riggs. And I was like, you're ruining the point. Stamp girl. One time, I had a little girl come into the library. She looked about 4, and she comes into the children's room where I'm sitting at the children's reference desk, and she sees me stamping books. And she says, "Wow, can I stamp too? Can I try?" And I was like, well, I'm done with the stamp, so I don't see any harm in letting her play with the stamp on a blank sheet of paper for a little while. So I grab her one of the coloring pages that are on the desk, and I give it to her to start stamping on. It's a My Little Pony coloring page, which she wanted to color when she was done stamping. And she played with the stamp for a while, and she was getting so good at it, and I told her, "You're getting really good at stamping." And she was so proud of herself. And eventually her mom was like, "Okay, we gotta go now, come on, let's go." She was like, "Aw, can't I do one more?" And I said, "One more." And she stamped it, and then she started to leave. But When she got done coloring her page, she gave it to me! It's so beautiful. Thank you.